Llamemos al bot. Llamemos al cofre.
Bot Charlie activado y a la orden.
Saludos, saludos. ¿Saben qué? Me pasó algo muy divertido. Estaba streameando esto. Llevaba como todo el pre-show de esto. Y no me había dado cuenta que tenía el códec de otra parte, no sé, de D-Live o otra plataforma nada que ver. Yo hablando y no me acordaba, no me di cuenta. Qué espanto. Bueno, saludos a todos en el chat. Bienvenidos sean hasta el pre-show de Gamescom, que quedan como... ¿cuánto? ¿12 minutos para que esto comience? Aquí está mostrando juegos que en su mayoría ya fueron mostrados en otras presentaciones y como que están redondeando con más material, más footage, más gameplay, más trailer, pero la mayoría ya se conocen que ya existen. Excepto uno que otro por ahí como World Premiere. Saludos Dave, saludos. Saludos a Ark, que también está aquí en el chat. Veo gente cobrando de tesoros. Sí. Empieza a las 2. Queda 10 minutos. Estamos en el pre-show y dura 2 horas, más o menos. Lo que tenemos el día de hoy, chicos, es... Bueno, ya adelantaron lo que van a mostrar. Aquí tengo aquí el listado. Tenemos Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Tiene un gameplay de... ya moviéndose. De PS5. Que en el pre-show creo que ya lo vimos un poco eso. Vi los desarrolladores hablando de lo potente que era la consola, el disco duro muy rápido, qué sé yo. Y no sé si irán a mostrar más o era eso, porque ya vi algo ahí. Sería raro mostrarlo antes y después otra vez. Raro. También tenemos el Fall Guys Season 2, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, que salió ayer, Turrican Destiny 2 Más Allá de la Luz, Chorus Rise as One, Doom Eternal, bueno, y muy importante, Warcraft Shadowlands, que creo que la BlizzCon ya se canceló, alguien que me confirme por ahí, creo que ya se canceló, y lo que vamos a ver de la expansión será aquí. Saludos Eduardo, saludos King of Storms que está ahí en el chat. ¿Sabes qué? Mejor lo voy a poner aquí en pantalla. Pero si alguien quiere saber qué van a mostrar, está en la descripción de este video.
This is only the second year of ONL existing, but I think it is safe to say that this year's will be unconventional. So to tell us what to expect from the show this year, please welcome Jeff Keighley.
Jeff Keighley. ¿Por qué este loco es tan importante? Lo ponen en todas partes.
How you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing great, Kyle. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Vamos a poner aquí, bueno, mientras está hablando Jeff Keighley, que dicho de paso me respondió en Twitter, bastante molesto. Vamos a ponerlo aquí. Este es el listado de lo que vamos a ver el día de hoy. De lo que nos ha adelantado Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Gameplay ya moviéndose en una PS5. Con toda la carga rápida que tiene la consola. Fall Guys Season 2, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, Turrican Destiny 2 Más Allá de la Luz, Chorus Rise as One, Doom Eternal. ¿Doom Eternal? ¿Qué muestran de Doom Eternal ahí? World of Warcraft Shadowlands, Mafia Definitive Edition, Little Nightmare 2, Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, Scarlet Nexus, que es el juego anime de Namco Bandai que se ve muy bien. Dios mío, se ve muy bien. Los Sims 4, Crash Bandicoot It's About Time, Lego Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga, Star Wars Squadrons y Spellbreaker. Es lo que tenemos para el día de hoy en el Gamescom. Yo creo que va a haber más, porque muy poquito esto para llenar 2 horas. A menos que haya entrevistas, sí, pero hasta por la oreja. Para llenar con todo esto horas no creo. No, tiene que haber más. Y las KDA de LOL no está aquí en mi listado, pero ¿van a estar? ¿Va a haber algo de LOL aquí? Tranquilo, sea tranquilo. Volvamos a Jeff Keighley, que me respondió de una manera un poco amenazante en Twitter. Se ofuscó mucho, pero yo no esperaba que me respondiera. En la vida esperaba que me respondiera y que viera mi tweet. Me disculpé y todo, nada de molestarlo.
shock and awe announcements of new games similar to last year at Gamescom.
Quizás está el anuncio de Rocket League, free to play. Muy cierto, Luis, muy cierto. Tienen que hacerle promoción a ese juego. ¿Qué pasó? Pregunta Kato. No, nada importante en verdad. Fue un encuentro de tweets. Nada más. Tuve un encuentro inesperado con Jeff Keighley. Que ayer le hicieron una entrevista recordando su trayectoria en IGN. Y el post y todo tenía muy poquito views y comentarios. Y fui yo y comenté. Una pesadez de parte mía. Pero era como un meme. No, en la vida esperaba que Jeff Keighley fuera a ver el tweet. Y le respondí a IGN, ¡ay, qué bien! Me encantan los juegos de Jeff Keighley. Porque claro, o sea, es como hacerle entrevista a un periodista. Es como... ¿Es necesario? O sea, yo creo que IGN debería concentrarse más en hablar con desarrolladores, con estudios, con juegos, sobre todo en estas fechas. Y hacer una entrevista a Jeff Keighley sobre su carrera. Y bueno, y Jeff Keighley me respondió ahí un poco enojado con un GIF. Mighty, ¿comprarás la PS5? Aún no estoy seguro cuál me voy a comprar. De momento me gustaría intentar de nuevo con Xbox. Tuve la 360, me gustó mucho la consola. Lástima que se calentaba y hacía un ruido infernal. Pero aún así le guardé mucho cariño por el control y todo. También tuve la PS3. Pero para partir creo que me gustaría la Xbox. World Premiere, chicos. Nueva cosa, a ver qué tenemos aquí. Rocket League, justamente. Esto es Rocket League, ¿no? Tiene que ser Rocket League. No, ¿qué es esto? Playground. Sí, es Rocket League. Tenía razón. Completamente razón. Ahí lo dijo ahí en el chat. ¿Viste el futuro? Trade Lot Privilege. Oh, creador de mapas. Supongo, ¿no? Creador de mapas. ¿Qué juego esperas más de la siguiente generación? ¿Qué juego espero más de la siguiente generación? De los third parties, me gustaría ver el Elder Scroll que le sigue a Skyrim. Y también un poquito de morbo. No sé si Bethesda reapuntará, porque todo el mundo odia hoy a Bethesda. Y con un Skyrim 2 o el Elder Scroll que le sigue, estaría bien. Mighty, ¿por qué Nintendo dejó a Latinoamérica? No es que lo haya dejado, es que nunca tuvo mayor representación, creo. En la época de la Nintendo NES, teníamos servicio técnico autorizado en cada esquina en todos los países de Latinoamérica. Era maravilloso. Pero la piratería aumentó y pasaron cosas. To be continue. No, nunca fue. Dirt. Super perdido. Sí, decía Dirt 5. Que me quedé hablando y no puse atención al trailer.
I've been reading your live comments. I see them right now. Everybody's blowing up.
Alguien que me diga, por favor, ¿a quién se parece este loco? Se parece a un youtuber gringo que es de Normal Boots, que no me acuerdo cuál es su nombre. Jared. Creo que se llama Jared.
Number 8 reason to be excited for Opening Night Live 2020. Destiny trailers are usually pretty good. Number 7, it will mean this pre-show is finally over.
Mighty, ¿qué espera esta conferencia? Que esas 2 horas valgan la pena. Básicamente.
Number 4, Fall Guys Season 2. Number 3,
sí.
Be excited for ONL 2020.
Fall Guys Season 2 me interesa.
Mysterious PlayStation 5 exclusive. Ooh. Number 2, everything else in my life sucks right now. And the number 1
everything in my life
for
sucks
Opening Night Live 2020, Jeff Keighley said it's gonna be good. We have one final world premiere trailer to show off, and this trailer
Atención, gente, Jeff Keighley dice que va a ser bueno. No se pierdan eso.
2018 that can only be described as Dinosaursy. Enjoy.
Se parece a Jared. The Project. A ver, voy a buscar aquí. Switch. ¿Qué es esto? Jurassic Park. Super copyright. La la la. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Pam 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 na 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 na. Por favor, paren con el copyright. ¿Hay un tornado? Oh, tiranosaurio. Se ve pequeñito el tiranosaurio. Evolution Complete Edition. Se hace lo que se puede, Brahms. Nintendo Switch. Otro World Premiere. Ah, bueno, y está a punto de empezar, por fin. Recuerden, gente, que tienen ahí en los controles exclamación hype, exclamación me y exclamación what the fuck, que esto ya comienza. Así que empiecen a tirar sus expectativas, si les va a gustar esto, si no les gusta, o si quedan what the fuck. Y luego hacemos el recuento de cómo estaba esto. Tienen el comando cada un minuto en YouTube y en Twitch. Pueden reaccionar cada un minuto individualmente.
So what's the plan?
Time to take control of our world. When we feel out of place, disconnected.
Se escucha medio cortado, pero no es mi culpa, es la transmisión. Créanme, es la transmisión.
Do we have what it takes?
Llegó Kikino, Kikino, ¿llegaste? Oh, Monster Hunter. Era Monster Hunter.
We bring the world together.
You're with us now.
We celebrate
Years.
who we are.
It's humanity's chance to repent.
And what
Ghost of Tsushima estaba ahí.
Every step of the way.
the future of gaming.
Right?
Welcome to Gamescom.
¿Cómo se llama ese juego de Xbox? Undergrounded? Undergrounded? Grounded. Se llama.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jeff Keighley,
Ah,
and welcome to
por supuesto.
Gamescom Opening Night Live 2020. Now, this year, Gamescom is, of course, a little different than normal, and I hope all of you and your families are safe and healthy at home. In 2020, games have comforted and connected us more than ever. And with the launch of PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X later this year, games are only going to get better. Well, all summer, I was hopeful we could get to this very moment, a big live
¿Quién más que el Rey Dorito?
filled with more than 35 games to kick off Gamescom.
Me gustaría que me respondieran en Twitter de
2020.
vuelta.
Tonight, you'll get a first look at Fall Guys Season 2 and an extended gameplay demo of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart for PlayStation 5. Plus, we might have a couple surprises along the way, too. But before we start, I want to
¿Qué
acknowledge
onda
and thank
la idea de la
all
cámara?
the game developers, marketers, and publishers
Mira la cámara
who
1,
have worked
mira la cámara
under
2.
challenging circumstances to keep us entertained. This show is nothing without them or my production team, and doing a show at this scale safely is not easy, especially when all of you at home have some pretty insane expectations. I hope tonight reminds you why you
Fall
love
Guys, sí, la
to
Season
play
2.
games.
Bueno, el
And
Season
with
Pass.
that, we're going to move on to our first game with a game that was just announced yesterday, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And joining me is Dan Vondrak from Raven to tell us about the game and give you an exclusive sneak peek. Dan, how you doing?
Good, Jeff. Thanks for having me here. This has been a dream project for us to work on from nearly the beginning of development. We knew Black Ops Cold
Ay, no,
War was
se
going to
viene
be
la
the direct sequel to Black
entrevista.
Ops 1, and we loved the idea of returning to the
Porque no hay
pillars,
mejor idea.
built the Black Ops franchise, deniable operations,
Dan
conspiracy grounded in
Vondrak.
history, and that shadowy world of paranoia. And we get to mix all those together,
Cold War.
drop the player into the 1980s,
Esto empezó
at the
ayer, ¿no?
height of the Cold War.
Ya están dando el
And
Cold
it's really
War
something that we know would
en-
feel relevant to today and also uniquely
en Call of
Black
Duty, ¿no?
Ops.
Well, you start playing with Black Ops, everyone wants to know characters. We saw yesterday in the reveal trailers, some familiar faces. So, Woods, Mason, break it down. How does this fit
Tiene
into the
los
Black Ops games?
auriculares
It's a
de Apple,
direct sequel, so
¿verdad?
are we going to see a lot of familiar faces?
Que parecen como aros.
Yeah, part of the fun in making this game was bringing back the iconic characters like Woods and Hudson and Mason, and seeing how all those personalities mix with
No hay
some
nada
of the
menos
new
político que la Guerra
characters.
Fría.
So the campaign takes place in
La Guerra Fría.
1981, and we love
Depende cómo lo
that we've been
traten.
able to have so many connections to the original Black Ops and really be that direct sequel to the game.
Si es muy cargado en narrativa,
Now,
sí.
one thing that I'm really excited about this is you're pushing the storytelling in kind of a new direction with some branches and some options about how you play through the campaign. Can you maybe walk us through your thinking there?
Ay, no, seguimos con la
One of the
entrevista.
driving forces from early in development was to say, let's take this Black Ops thrill ride and infuse it with some player choice and some player freedom. Anything we can do to give the player a
Bueno,
little
esto
more
tenemos
ownership over
este
their
listado de lo que vamos a ver el día de hoy.
experience. So
Lo
that
dejaré aquí al
starts with
ladito.
allowing the player to create their
Mientras
own
ocultamos a
character
Jeff
for the
Keighley.
Cold War campaign. They can name them and pick a military
Este
background
listado de lo esperado,
and really pretend
de lo ya
they
anunciado
are
que
that
vamos a ver.
Black Ops soldier that they want to be. From there, we wanted to take some of our missions and infuse
Me interesa ver aquí Shadowlands de World of Warcraft.
moments inside some of those missions, and it was fun to find that balance between the hard driving Call of Duty action and these more non-linear
Y más sobre el
experiences
Nexus,
inside
Scarlet
some of
Nexus,
the
se ve interesante
missions.
eso.
So with choice comes the player wanting to feel that impact. So some of those choices earlier
Por favor,
in the
que no
game,
sea todo
and
esto
some
así.
towards the end will actually
Este
shape
es el
the
puro
ending of
comienzo.
the narrative of the campaign.
All right, so multiple endings to this game.
Yeah, absolutely. That was one of the big things for us. It's like we love that Black Ops has always been willing to take risks. And we all know they did some of
Parece
this
que
in
hacen
Black Ops
entrevista por
2, and
entrevista.
with our story and with these features, we loved paying homage to those early Black Ops games.
Oh, yeah, I remember the numbers. All right. Well, Dan, we are excited to see more of it. I know multiplayer reveal is coming in September, but since you got a switch there, maybe you could flip the switch on something exclusive for us. What are you going to see?
Flip the switch? ¿Qué?
Yeah, absolutely. This is really exciting because this will be the first time we've done this outside the walls of the development studio. This is a scene from earlier in the
¿Pero en qué
game,
calidad está esto?
and it's a critical point that really
En
shows
calidad
the
rápida,
narrative
pero
of the
no-
world,
aún
shows
se
this
traba.
threat that our heroes are going to be battling. So let's take a look.
Bien, aquí viene el tráiler. World Premiere. Cold War.
1943. Detailed information from the Manhattan Project was stolen from Los Alamos by the Russian spy known as Perseus. 1968, the Vietnam War. Viet Cong soldiers orchestrated by Perseus attempted to steal an American-made nuclear bomb from a U.S. firebase. 5 days ago, while on a mission, we acquired intel that Perseus is in play again.
¿Esto tendrá copyright? No creo. A menos que le pongan música peliculera.
Perseus. The CIA's analysts consider him to be the single largest threat to the free world.
Mr. Hudson, we're all aware of Perseus. We're also aware he's more myth than fact. I mean, personally, I think he's nothing more than the
No parece ambientación del año
General Haig.
que tratan de representar. Como muy moderno, ¿no? A excepción de la tele.
Clandestine Special Officer Russell Adler.
Se ven super
He's one of the
cool.
few people even come
Bueno, ese
close
peinado
to
sí.
capturing Perseus.
Mr. Adler, why should we take this Perseus threat seriously?
You don't have to, sir.
Yeah, then a lot of innocent people are gonna die.
Why do you say that?
Sir.
Every time Perseus has come into play, it shifted the balance of the Cold War. After 13 years of silence, if he's active, something big is gonna happen. Something that will affect the free world.
Corre, Mighty, corre.
Mr. President.
Sir.
Mr. President.
Mr. President, this is Jason Hudson.
¿Esto será en los años 60?
Who do you think approved their last mission?
Ronald Reagan, ¿de qué año
Is the
es?
threat real?
Yes, sir, we believe
Ah,
it is.
Ronald Reagan.
Can you stop Perseus?
We can, sir. I've already submitted the requisition for my team.
Sir, their requests are highly irregular. Most likely illegal if the press gets a hold.
What the hell are you talking about?
¿Solo
You know
80?
who we are?
Every mission we go on is illegal.
Peinado como de los 70.
Plausible deniability is the backbone
Ronald
of our
Wilson
work.
Reagan
We're
fue...
talking about preventing an attack on the free men and women of the world. Give Mr. Adler whatever he wants. Gentlemen, you've been given an important task. Protecting our very way of life from a great evil. There is no higher duty.
La Guerra Fría fue después de Nixon.
And while few people will know of your struggles, rest assured.
Uy, me estoy tirando mucho, a ver.
The entire free world will benefit.
Esto entre el 81 y el 89. Y perdidísimo con la fecha. Reagan fue presidente entre el 81 y el 89. Así que estamos en esa fecha. 80s.
Tonight we have some new game announcements for you guys as well, including this one, a new next-gen narrative action-adventure game from Reflector Entertainment in Montreal. It's called Unknown 9. The game tells the story of Haruna, a woman raised on the streets of India and haunted by visions of her own death. Haruna struggles to understand her mysterious innate abilities to manipulate the unseen.
Oye, se ve bien, pero eso tiene que ser CGI. No creo que ese juego... No, imposible. Reflector. Aunque se ve bien. Aunque sea CGI. ¡Wow! What? ¿Será copyright la música? Buena pregunta. La. Oh. Interesante el setting y todo. Un online. No sé nada del juego. Puede ser una película, un corto. O hasta un video musical. Awakening. Ahí en el ladrillo. Lo sabremos en el siguiente tráiler. Unknown Number 9. ¿Qué les da con el número 9, weón? Bueno, no, es Unknown 9. Si fuera Number 9 ya sería... signo que va a fracasar.
All right, let's get to the gameplay. One of this year's biggest games has been Doom Eternal. Tonight, we've got an exclusive first look at the campaign expansion called The Ancient Gods
de Pokémon.
Part 1.
Sí, Doom. The Ancient Gods. Part 1 decía, ¿no? Doom Guy. Oh.
Please proceed with control, but assertive aggression.
Aquí van a anunciar el nuevo personaje de Smash. No, Fred. Imposible. Eso no sale de las puertas de Nintendo. A lo sumo en The Games Awards, pero lo veo difícil. Puede ser, sabes que puede ser, pero sabes que Nintendo necesita un Direct con urgencia fuerte. No lo veo. Sería un mal movimiento hacerlo aquí. Saludos a la Zoro. Parte 1. Oh. Se ve bien. Interesante.
2020 marks the 25th anniversary of a legendary game studio, BioWare. Tonight, Casey Hudson and the team wanted to give everyone around the world a little taste of what's next. Casey,
BioWare.
over to you.
Hey Jeff, it's great to see you again. You know, 6 years ago, we were on the stage with you at the 2014 Game Awards, accepting the Game of the Year for Dragon Age Inquisition. And since then, we've been imagining new ways to use next-generation technology to bring the world and characters of Dragon Age to life. We're still in early production, but we thought it was time to give you the very first look at how BioWare's passionate team of developers are crafting this very special game.
En el listado que yo vi, Pixel, no había nada de Nintendo. Esto más third parties, aunque puede ser que una third party llegue a Switch perfectamente, como Fall Guys.
There's amazing people in the industry. There's amazing stories to be told with other people.
I love that character so much.
We're very experimental here at BioWare, so we're always coming up with new stuff.
We're always trying to improve, innovate, and bring new characters to life for our players and fans to enjoy.
The world of Dragon Age really has got it all. It's got frontier stories, it's got mystery, it's got
Mass Effect.
hard-boiled detective stories. And of course it's all wrapped
En la
up
última
in kind of
entrega como que no
fantasy
cuajó muy bien, ¿o
You
no?
really feel like you're the hero in the Dragon Age world, and you're saving people.
Dragon Age to me is a wonderful world to play in.
I am really excited about the future of Dragon Age. This is an original world, original flora, original wildlife, original architecture. That makes it fun to explore and discover.
In the next Dragon Age, you get an opportunity to see new things, new places, and interact with people who lived and grew up in
Pinta
these
nuevo
spaces
Dragon
as well.
Age.
For the game we're working on now, we want to tell a story. What happens when you don't have power? What happens when the people in charge aren't willing to address the issues?
The things that you can expect in the next installment are going to be stories that focus on the people around you and the friends and family you make.
Something that we'll be able to look forward to in Dragon Age is a really close relationship with game characters who really become real for you.
We want characters to either be loved or hated. One of the best examples of that is Solus. Half the community wants to kill him, half the people want to marry him, and another part want to do both.
They call me the Dread Wolf. What will they call you when this is over?
BioWare and EA has been one of the forerunners in using motion magic technology, and that makes it way more realistic when you're looking at the characters and the way they walk and move and interact in the world.
Players want that suspension of disbelief that this wonderful collection of digital pixels is actually a living, breathing soul.
No, it's okay. That's the good kind of rumble.
I actually design bosses. I help with the creature design team as well. So I do all of like the big threats that you have to go up against.
Nobody dies on my watch. For the Wardens!
Choice is a big part of what Dragon Age is as a franchise. The decisions you
Ok,
make
el hype está... Debería estar subiendo ahí en el chat. Pongan hype si están emocionados, recuerden. Que esto pinta muy bien.
I just love the possibilities that Dragon Age offers us, and I'm excited to explore a lot more of them.
To me, that potential is what gets you up in the morning. It's a fantastic opportunity every time.
DragonAge.com.
Next up, it's time for something special.
Oh, Back to the Future, super copyright. Back to the Future. Oh, el doc.
I think there's been a serious miscalculation.
Wow, wait, you're, what's his name? Back to the Future?
I'm Emmett Brown, doctor of physics, not of medicine, and certainly not that quack from Rick and Morty.
Elmet? ¿Se llama Hermet?
Jeff, I did come back from the future to this precise moment on August 27th, 2020, because it's imperative we launch Surgeon Simulator 2 right now.
And what exactly?
¿Qué cosa simulator? ¿Qué?
Surgeon Simulator?
Emmett Brown.
In the mid-20th century, some friends of mine from Bernardshire University invented a state-of-the-art medical training facility, otherwise known as the Surgeon Simulator Training Program. Now, 7 years later, we've digitized the experience. It's unbelievable. You can access the program
Como ser un mal cirujano, el juego.
and be medically trained from the comfort of your keyboard. And it's available as of Great Scott, this very moment.
¿Está disponible ahora?
I want a world premiere, a few examples of some of the incredibly successful test subjects who have already completed the course.
So you're saying a world premiere will save our future?
Only time will tell. And speaking of time, I'm off to another world premiere, Avengers 26, The Return of the Son of Thanos, opening 2077. And with that, I leave the fate of the human race in your hands. Just make sure you play Surgeon Simulator 2.
Ok, gameplay de esto, por favor.
Doctor's orders.
Doctor Orders. World Premiere. Este juego se ve genial. Este juego se ve muy genial. ¿Qué?
Give him a little pat on the head. Where does this part go?
No hay multiplayer.
He looks good as new. Now grab the good arm and bring it in here. We're dying. He's dying.
Lo estamos matando, no. Se ve muy bueno. Sí, ese va a ser el juego del año,
Doc
probablemente.
Brown introducing Jacksepticeye playing Surgeon Simulator, only on opening night live. All right, well, if you thought that crossover was kind of crazy, wait until you get a load of this next game announcement that I don't think anyone probably saw coming. Check this out.
El juego me recordó a tu simulador de dentista, sí, a mí también. Napoleón Dynamite se parece un poco. No, lo que sonó de Pokémon es una notificación aquí de Twitch mía, no es de la presentación. ¿Qué? Claro. Cuando vienen los zombies, te pones a jugar LOL. O lo que sea. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Un computador nuevo o qué? Walking Dead. Qué mala publicidad. Súper tonta. Bridge Constructor. Ya no saben qué inventar de Walking Dead. Ni siquiera entendí de qué era el juego. Obviamente por el nombre me da la idea, pero qué mal comercial.
From IGN and Webmedia with in-depth looks at games, a digital cosplay contest, and some special new shows just for Gamescom. Your portal for all things Gamescom this year is Gamescom Now, which you can check out at gamescom.global. Now, one game you'll hear more about later on IGN's post-show is this one, a return of two classic characters that I love. Check this out.
Creo que se está poniendo un poco de ególatra Jeff Keighley.
One elite force stands against the darkness.
Sam and Max.
But even they could use some help.
Here, slip on this little beauty for effect.
Nothing will escape.
I'm blind.
Oh. En VR.
This?
No son furros, es como más cartoony. Son viejos Sam and Max.
The return of Sam and Max. Yes. All right. And now it's time to say hello to my wonderful co-host for ONL from IGN. Please say hello to Sydney Goodman.
Thank you, Jeff. What's up, everyone? I'm Sydney Goodman, and I am thrilled to be here. Gamescom is always such a fun event, and throughout the show tonight, I'll be telling you about all the different ways that IGN is involved in this year's festivities. But first, I have an award to announce. The winner of Best Nintendo Switch Game is Little Nightmares 2. Huge congratulations. Like I said, IGN is going to be here for all of Gamescom with great shows such as the Gamescom Studio, where you can find me and my co-hosts for all day long games content, interviews, dev talks, and more. Plus, we have Gamescom Awesome Indies, the show with and for indie developers. That premieres Saturday, August 29th at 7 p.m. Central European Time, so be sure to tune in for more announcements and special guests. And now, let's go back to Jeff for our next big world premiere.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sid. We are so excited to see what's in the Gamescom studio and also Awesome Indies. And I'm going to be on the Daily Show tomorrow, so looking forward to that. All right, well, on to our next game. In the next World of Warcraft expansion, players will journey beyond the mortal world of Azeroth to a place where no living soul has set foot before. The Shadowlands, the afterlife of the entire Warcraft universe. The infinite realms of the Shadowlands are watched over by different factions, known as covenants, each holding dominion over a different aspect of the afterlife. And depending on how someone lived their mortal life, they may end up as part of one of these covenants when they cross over into the Shadowlands. Today, we're excited to give you a closer look at the noble and pure Kyrian Covenant from the realm of Bastion, who are charged with carrying the souls of the dead into the beyond.
¿Imaginas
so sit
World of
back
Warcraft
and get
Mobile?
ready for the world premiere of Bastion, the first in Blizzard Entertainment's new 4-part series of animated shorts
Diablo.
called Afterlife.
Diablo Inmortal, no.
Enjoy.
No creo que lo muestren aquí. ¿Un elfo oscuro? ¿Un elfo sangriento? No, ¿es Arthas? ¿Cómo? ¿What?
Light, save my soul.
Afterlife Bastion, ¿qué es esto? Era el... No vamos a decir que el entrenador de Arthas, pero se parecía mucho. Uther, sí, era Uther.
Where am I?
Welcome to Bastion. You led a truly selfless life, and for that, you have been chosen.
Chosen?
To shed your mortal burdens and join the ranks of the Ascended, serving to ferry the souls of the dead unto the Shadowlands.
I serve the light, and my work is not done. There is an evil that must be...
There is no evil here. The darkness was sealed within the Maw long ago.
You're wrong. He destroyed my home, murdered my people and my king. He must be punished.
You are an aspirant now. You must accept your new purpose and purge yourself of this desire for vengeance.
What I desire is justice.
Devos, why are you training this soul? It is beneath your station as a paragon.
He cannot let go. He continues to demand retribution for his death.
And this concerns you? Many souls take eons to ascend.
Yes, but this one seems broken, Thenios. Unlike any soul I have seen.
Ese flaco y la armadura.
He was deemed worthy of Bastion. By mistake.
Be careful, Devos. I would not let the Archon hear such a thought. In time, he will forget. Trust our ways. Trust the path.
Pobre Urther. Quedó marcadísimo con Arthas. No se puede olvidar.
How long must we train?
Until you are ready to ascend.
And what is keeping me from ascension?
Nothing but the memory of your mortal life.
How can I forget when I can still feel his blade?
Todavía siente la...
Your soul is wounded? Who did this to you?
He was my student. He betrayed us all.
Show me.
Le hirió hasta el alma. Frostwood. Está interesante el arco.
On his blade were unmistakable. This dark agent runs free on a mortal world with the power of the Maw itself in hand. Our realm is imperiled.
Impossible. The Maw is inescapable. You must return to the path.
If he had purged his life, we never would have known of this calamity. The path is flawed.
Enough!
The order of the Shadowlands depends on the execution of our eternal charge. You will abandon this course.
No.
As you command, my Archon.
¿Ese no es el ángel cuando tú mueres en WoW? Como que de ahí viene el lore.
Uther, the time of your ascension has come.
I thought I was not ready.
Do you wish to see him punished?
Oh.
I do.
Then prepare yourself.
Pero Arthas ya no existe. Tremenda historia. Wow.
The moment he falls, we will claim him.
El último momento de Arthas.
I see. Only darkness.
¿Podrían curar a Arthas? ¿Salvarlo quizá?
Cast him into the maw. Return
No.
him to the darkness he served.
No, esto es peor.
His eternal suffering awaits.
Pero... Tu estudiante. No, Uther.
What he did, and take your vengeance.
Not vengeance. Justice.
¿Verdad? Pobre Arthas, weón. Ah, bueno, sí. Quiere justicia, no venganza. Pero en el fondo era lo mismo. ¿No es nada personal? Está muy bueno, está muy buena la historia.
We know many of you can't wait to experience Shadowlands, and our friends at Blizzard want you to know the
Está
wait
muy, muy buena.
is
Sí,
almost
sí, sí, sí.
over.
Toma, yo mismo voy a escribir hype porque eso se vio muy bien. Toma tu hype, maldita sea. Toma tu maldito hype. Sí, Pixel, un poquito como Anakin. Aunque en el caso de Arthas, digamos que la espada él lo volvió loco. Lo volvió loco. En el caso de Anakin no fue así. Él se llenó de odio por amor, una cosa así. Pero Arthas por tener el control de la espada, cada vez se fue perdiendo. Shadowlands. Jugar WoW en vivo es que es muy caro jugar WoW. ¿Cuánto sale la suscripción?
October 27th, it is official, and we have so much more opening night live still to go for you. Ratchet and Clank, PlayStation 5, much more. Stay tuned. All right, but now it's time for the announcement of a new universe that is coming to gaming for the first time with a project from a Canadian studio. Check this out.
Y es $20 al mes. No, es que sigue siendo caro jugar WoW. Deberían bajar la tarifa.
They corrupted, divided, conquered.
Yo sé que no le estamos sumando la expansión porque hay que pagar la expansión. Uy, vamos, tú puedes, Gamescom. Tú puedes. Gamescom, tú puedes. Yo confío en ti. Esto no es culpa mía. Esto no es culpa mía. Créanme que no. Esto es el render del tipo que está streameando. Tartamudeo el juego. Vamos, tú puedes. Esto no es culpa mía. Este no es mi stream. Esto es culpa del stream original. Dios mío. ¿Y si hago F5 ayudará en algo? Es que ya estoy en live. No se puede ir más. F5 porque esto no se reanima. No, la gente en el chat, escuchen. En el chat dicen lag, rip. No es culpa mía, esto de la transmisión original. Ay, Jeff. Jeff, ¿qué hiciste? Échate a perder el hype.
Of course, let's bring him out, everybody. Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot.
He's where?
Uy, se está yendo cada vez peor esto. No, ahora. No, Jeff, ahora no. Ay, ¿y si lo retrocedo se ayudará a ver que se vea mejor en el presente? A ver. No creo que lo eche mucho. ¿No? ¿Está grabado así? Está grabado así. Alguien renderizó mal. Alguien renderizó muy mal esto. ¿Quién es Robotenon? Gamescom.
Tell us more about what we just saw. I'm joined by Lou Studdert from Toys for Bob.
No. Ay. Alguien será despedido el día de hoy. Bueno, ¿cómo podemos solucionar esto después de tanto lag?
Around Cologne, but what he was
play in Crash 4 narrative.
Yeah, so back in time to the 90s,
creo que ahí se arregló.
when Neocortex was actually testing on Crash and Coco
¡Qué suerte!
before the events of Crash Bandicoot 1.
¡Qué bendita suerte tuvo Blizzard! Que no le pasó esto en su tráiler de historia. ¡Qué suerte tuvieron!
Really hard, and they're really awesome, and they're super. We can't wait to get people's hands on them.
Yeah, no, I got to play a demo of this a few weeks ago, and that was a challenge, so I can't imagine how nefarious these are. How are they going to be integrated into the game? Are they optional, like offshoot stuff?
¿Cómo se llama ese stand de yoyos que corta el tiempo? El del cuarto arco está eliminando partes del tiempo.
They have to reach them in the level without dying. It's kind of our homage to the death routes from the original trilogy. So players have to reach these objects in the level, pick them up, and then once they get them, they'll get access to these unique levels.
So beyond the pure challenge,
La quinta parte.
What other fun? How are these fun for players to kind of experience, and what do they get to do in them?
Sure. So one of the things that we did was we actually used these as, like I said, puzzle rooms. Really kind of fun, nefarious, devious ways for Crash to really express that pure plumbing kind of aspect of gameplay that we know and love about the franchise. Narratively for us, it was really cool to layer in kind of a unique perspective to the franchise. This is the moment when Cortex is really excited about the prospect of Crash being on his team, because Crash was originally created by Cortex, and so this is a weird point in time that's never really been explored in things before.
Awesome. All right. Well, Crash 4, It's About Time looks phenomenal, Lou. We cannot wait to check it out in October. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Awesome. All right. Well, we will be right back after this for more Gamescom Opening Night Live.
I have become terror. The unseen predator. A rupture.
A ver. Que se ve bien esto.
Without warning. Alone, the hordes of Enoch will fall before me. But together, this entire planet will fear us. The anomaly alters us, each in our own ways, yet we are drawn down the same.
Esto tiene copyright. Ay, se me olvidó saltarlo. No, copyright, no ataques este stream. ¿Qué espera ver de Warhammer? No. Estoy muy lejos de entender Warhammer. Solamente entiendo los memes entre Warhammer y WoW. Outriders. ¿De Square Enix? ¿Oh, es el Link? No te puedo creer. Red Bull le da alas a Link. Alguien tiene que demandar a alguien ahí. ¿Qué es esto? PS4, Xbox One, PC. Urban, Vertical, Fat Spaced. Ah, el juego de Ubisoft. Crea tu propio equipo de ensueño. Ya se habían demorado en crear un buen juego de Capitán Tsubasa o los supercampeones. Y está para las 3. Bueno, para PS4, Switch y PC. Menos Xbox One. El tiro del tigre.
Deep underground, where we ain't causing trouble but are rich boys and girls, no matter how loud we are. And do we ever make some noise? Every Orlok says they could shoot the tail off a lashworm, and they'd splash your head from 20 paces for saying they couldn't. I don't want to say immortal, but when their armor,
¿Qué juego este? Que se ve como tan animado.
It's a potent combo. Why would someone like you want to know about an all-female gang
Será el MOBA, bueno, no MOBA, el Hero Shooter. No me acuerdo cómo se llama.
Makes sense. And Escher will cut you up just for the fun of it. Goliaths are big. That's it. Anything smaller than them doesn't deserve to live. And they're just as happy filling you with lead as they are smashing you to pieces with a power maul. Now, mixing that whole pot together in a place like this, you can imagine what happens. Chaos, gang warfare, for wealth, for power, hell, sometimes just for fun. So, think you're ready? Necromunda under Hive Wars.
Necromunda?
For Xbox One and PC on September 8th.
futuro dos jogos, além de realidades virtuais extremamente fidedignas e realistas, eu acho que também se encontra em formas mais expressivas e absurdas, quebrando cada vez mais esses paradigmas de formato de videogame que a gente tem e sendo usado mais do que nunca como uma ferramenta de expressão artística.
I envision the future gaming to be quite bright.
Este tipo, ¿por qué es importante? Yo lo conozco en YouTube, pero nunca lo he tomado en consideración en nada. Un saludo feo.
I want to play all kinds of stories about people and places, both real and imagined. I want comedy games.
Bueno, lo que quieren es mostrar diversidad, supongo. Gente de Brasil, de todos los países del mundo.
Uma evolução, obviamente, gráfica, mas eu vejo ainda mais evolução na inteligência artificial e na maneira com a qual a gente interage com os games, tudo em busca de experiências mais imersivas.
Future of Gaming. Copyright.
You know, one of the things I love about opening night is that we can show you the biggest games in the industry and also smaller titles that should be on your radar. So pay attention to this next game. It comes from a team of 2 in Sweden, Tuxedo Labs. Over the past 3 years, developer Dennis Gustafsson has built his own game engine to realize his vision for a fully destructible game world. What he's building has absolutely blown me away, so I asked Dennis to prepare a special trailer just for tonight. I hope you're equally inspired by the ideas in this next game. Definitely one to watch.
A ver, ¿qué será? Escuché gente hablando ahí en el estudio. Alguien apagó el micrófono. What? Como un mundo de Lego. Como Minecraft pero en 4K. Wow. Prepara un camino eficiente. Un juego diagonal que no tiene Minecraft. Interesante, ¿eh? Y hay vehículos. Para... Paste. Parkour. No, pero este es más que open world, es más parece que misiones. Con objetivo y todo. Roblox 4K. No creo que sea un mundo abierto. Parece que es más de misiones, de resolver cosas. Teardown. Teardown, recuerden chicos, Teardown. Hay que buscarlo después.
Last year at Opening Night Live, we announced Little Nightmares 2 to the world. Well, the team at Tarsier Studios hasn't shown anything since, but that changes right now. Here is a first look at the gameplay of Little Nightmares 2, which is coming next February, with more to come throughout the week at Gamescom, including a live demo on Gamescom Studio tomorrow.
Zaira. Aquí en el chat, Zaira, ¿no? Ah, no, el juego de los enanos. Jerry. ¿Como que nos quiere vender un auto? Enanos fighting. Pelea de enanos. Pelea de gnomos. Pero este no era como exclusivo. No es exclusivo para Switch. También estaba para PS4.
L.I.T. Old school than Morrow, so I can't wait to see these WWE legends teach these kids a thing or two. And you know what? Here's a closer look at the insane action. It's a great evening for WWE action.
No más.
Wow, take that, Morrow. Man, It's so good to see the Bella Twins at their best. And now, let's keep this party rolling with another matchup. Oh, look out, Moro. The Undertaker has risen, and Finn Balor is about to be taken.
Undertaker todavía existe, ¿eh? ¿Alguien me puede decir si todavía existe Undertaker? Porque él ya es como... tiene sus años, ¿no? O esto de gente aún que incluye gente retirada y todo. ¿Se retiró? ¿Recientemente? No, la conexión va bien. No soy yo. ¿Alguien en el chat ve que va lento esto? Y le da como mamá mía. Se retiró este año Mighty. Uf, qué pena.
So let's get right down to it. The winner of Best Action Adventure Game is Watch Dogs Legion.
The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Es como jugar el FIFA con Pele. No, no tan así. Undertaker no es tan viejo, pero sí tiene su año.
The winner of Best Action Game is Star Wars Squadrons.
Sí, ¿qué onda? ¿Dan premios? ¿Esta es una premiación?
The winner of Best Multiplayer Game is Operation Tango.
Operation Tango. It takes
¿Qué diablo? Super random, Jeff Keighley. ¿Qué estás haciendo con tu show? Tratando de alargarlo más. Random.
I used to be an explorer.
The winner of Best Indie Game is Curious Expedition 2.
Did not believe what I had.
¿Estos juegos salieron o no? Le están dando premio a juegos que ya están a la venta.
For the world to learn my name.
Congratulations to all the winners. As I mentioned, IGN will be here for all of Gamescom with great shows and new ways for you to get all your gaming news.
Desfasado el audio de esta loca.
Gamescom 2020 is the heart of gaming, and you can keep to the beat right here on IGN. We've turned the single biggest show in gaming into 5. Gamescom Now is your virtual show floor with up-to-the-second live coverage. Gamescom Daily Show, Gamescom's first ever late-night talk show, our Gamescom Awesome Indies Show, the freshest deep cuts in indie gaming, and finally the Gamescom Best of Show, including the Gamescom Award. Gamescom 2020 is available on IGN and wherever you stream Gamescom Now.
And now it is time to talk about that Best Action Game winner, Star Wars Squadrons. This is a new immersive space combat game from Motive Studios that delivers the ultimate Star Wars pilot fantasy. We've missed those. In Squadrons, you'll suit up and fly for both the New Republic and the Galactic Empire across intense 5v5 multiplayer battles, as well as an all-new, authentic single-player story set after the events of Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
No, no te puedo creer. Eran premios de juegos que ni siquiera han salido. Pero ni siquiera cuando está en su propia premiación, igual lo hace mal. Es como... Ay, Dios.
We all choose our path, light or dark, freedom or destruction.
La princesa Leia.
The Empire chose to destroy Alderaan in order to spread fear and douse the fires of rebellion.
El mejor premio para el mejor Mighty para mí.
Pilots of the Rebel Alliance have chosen to keep fighting, to show the Empire that we are not afraid. It was their bravery that ended Palpatine's reign and brought about our new republic. However, the Empire lives on, shattered though it may be. As I speak, Imperial forces are edging toward the Bormia sector, hoping to end our republic before we find our footing. As their empire collapses, they try to tighten their grip. But the galaxy is changing, and you can be a part of it. With the help of brave and daring pilots, this war can end. Make a choice. Fly with the New Republic. Change
the New Republic
for the better.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Hunka, narrative producer on Star Wars Squadrons. Our single-player story is one of daring pilots and deep-seated rivalries.
Take Titan Squadron, hunt down this Starhawk, and eliminate it.
Gladly, Admiral Sloan.
Over the course of the story, you'll fly as two pilots on opposite sides of the war. And, like all modes in Star Wars Squadrons, you'll have the option to experience every mission fully immersed in VR.
Why Gentilly?
En VR.
I hear you're the reason I was able to finally get a comm through.
Hace poco Facebook canceló todo lo de Oculus Rift, así que va a haber menos mercado. ¿Verdad? La música copyright. Cuando salga la canción. Es que Disney no da tregua con su copyright.
You will escort the Gladius to the outpost, and our extraction team will acquire Agent Thorn. Once Thorn is
Ya, por ahí va el copyright. Pararam, 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 pararam. Voy a combatir el copyright de Star Wars con la música de Indiana Jones.
You have my thanks, Titan Squadron.
No time to celebrate. Move on.
Se ve bien a ratos. Hay parte como que no encaja bien. ¿Qué onda? Extraño, es poco consistente lo gráfico de este juego.
Debrief with your squad mates between missions.
You're our new wingmate.
Customize and master all 8 starfighters and join the galaxy's finest.
I need you focused and ready to go.
From bombing runs at the Nadiri dockyards.
Se ve bien porque hace el anuncio. Sí, tiene que verse bien. ¿Cómo se llama esa nave gigante? Pilots Wanted. Sale este año. Está anunciado hace rato.
Not all EA has to share from a galaxy far, far away today. At Star Wars Galaxy Edge, you can enter the world of Batuu, where you can visit Oga's Cantina or jump into the Millennium Falcon on a run to Smuggler's Cove. It was this incredible adventure at Disneyland Resort and Walt Disney World Resort that inspired The Sims' latest game pack. Check this out.
Vienen los Sims. ¿Qué? ¿Que escuché bien? ¿Sims Star Wars? Sith, oye, es que no me gusta Star Wars. Creo que los dos son igual de malos. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? Star Wars se merecía algo mejor. No, es una aventura sim. ¿Qué estoy viendo? Sim aventura. Esa canción es super copyright. La conozco. Pam 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 param pam para pam param pam param pam. ¿Es Michael Jackson? Ah, no. ¿Qué onda? Están recreando toda la película con Sims. Vamos a mutear esto. Aquí viene la música. No, ahí no. Que alguien explique que esto, por favor. What the... Na 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 na. ¿Qué fue lo que vi? ¿Qué fue lo que vi? ¿Qué fue esto?
There is even more Star Wars to come later in the show. Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga is up, and as we move into our second hour, we've got Fall Guys Season 2 still to come, the reveal of that, which I can't wait for you guys to see.
R2-D2.
And of course, a gameplay demo of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart for PlayStation 5. But right now, you might remember this next game from Annapurna Interactive from last year's Microsoft E3 event. And today, I'm excited to share a new announcement from the team. This interactive thriller about a man stuck in a time loop is one of this year's most intriguing indie titles, and now they've added an absolutely all-star cast to the game. Here's a whole new look at 12 minutes.
A ver, ¿qué viene ahora?
All right, close your eyes.
A ver.
I want you to think of a flower.
I know.
Look at its colors, its
Ataca Emperor Crimson.
changing, moving backward, returning.
Ah, este juego. No supe nada de él hace rato.
Unopened. Look at it as a whole. Then
Es del asesinato, ¿no?
repeat these phrases. May you be free from suffering. May you be free from fear. May you know peace and joy.
Creo que vi esto de los The Games Awards. O sea, en el Game Developer Choice Awards. Hace un rato, hace un buen rato atrás. Creo. Se ve interesante.
That's going to be a really special indie game. So glad to announce that here on the show. Now, last year at the Game Awards, we announced Godfall, a new
El primer juego anunciado para
shooter coming
PS5
to PlayStation 5 and PC
y que no es exclusivo.
Tonight, we've got a quick sneak peek of one of the new Valor plates with more footage coming as part of Gamescom 2020. Check
Este también es de Namco Bandai. ¿De qué publisher era este juego? No me acuerdo. La polilla, la polilla. Esta era como una especie de mezcla entre Dark Souls con... Ay, ¿cómo se llama este juego de los Riders? No me acuerdo. Este juego de muerte y guerra.
We have much
THQ.
more O&L to come. Exclusive looks at Lego Star Wars,
Oye,
the
¿poco duró eso?
Skywalker Saga, Fall Guys,
No duró nada.
Season 2.
¿Qué clase de presentación fue esa?
Wait until you see what the Mediatonic
Darksiders.
guys are up to, and so much more. But first, I'm sure you saw that
¿Qué
earlier
fue
this week,
eso?
Heart of Deimos, Warframe's newest expansion,
Ese fue el
was released
gameplay.
on PC, Xbox, and PS4. And today, it's also on Switch, all platforms. Here's a look at the Heart of Deimos.
Expand. Explore.
Darksiders, sí, sí, sí.
Tear the veil asunder. Subvert new territory.
Debería llamarse Dark Riders porque son los jinetes del apocalipsis, pero bueno, le pusieron Siders.
But that was what it wanted too. It raged unchecked through metal, bone.
¿Este juego está en Switch? Ah, pero claro, sí es Warframe.
We are infested with it.
Muy, muy recomendable Warframe si tienen espacio para jugar esto en la Switch.
What? Visitors?
Yo le pegué un buen vicio a esto.
The gateway is failing. The jaws
Y es gratis. Y hay comunidad. Y los desarrolladores están contentos que haya comunidad en Latinoamérica, así que está súper bueno que este juego existe y que esté en Switch. Que la gente no se lo pierda. No se ve así, evidentemente. A mí me gustó mucho el tiempo que lo jugué.
We shall scream. There is one who will hear the heart of Deimos.
¿De qué va el juego? ¿Te preguntas de la historia o tipo de gameplay? La historia es como muy spoiler de así cualquier cosa. Pero es un looter. Un juego looter. Hack and slash en cooperativo.
To do something together with their kids, and I think I've given out more advice about video games in 2020 than any other time ever, and as a result it's more important than ever that we keep making different interesting things for folk to play.
A pandemia pela qual a gente está passando tem sido um período difícil a todos. Então, nesse momento, eu acho que a gente precisa lembrar de mostrar mais empatia, demonstrar mais amor, mais carinho e saber que a gente vai sair dessa juntos. Vai ser difícil, mas isso tudo vai passar.
I hope everybody gets healthy and safe.
Un mensaje positivo para estos tiempos difíciles.
Virus time. care about other people and wear your masks.
Jogos são, na minha opinião pessoal, a forma de arte mais incrível de se expressar. Eles englobam tudo: música, arte, escrita, e você tem a chance de controlar e vivenciar essas experiências você mesmo. É mágico, é maravilhoso. Jogos são puro amor.
Ok. ¿Por qué los videojuegos son importantes en estos tiempos difíciles? Porque unen a la gente. Modus Studios. No, esto es... ¿Cómo se llama el del... Medabots? Se parece a Medabots. ¡No! Música copyright, ¿qué es esto? La. Es muy Medabots. Yo no creo que sea Medabots. Sartén Man. Custom Robot. Puede ser cualquier cosa de robots. Tienen toda la misma estética. Aura. Parece que más un MOBA. MOBA. Medabots. Ay, no, el nombre malo. Supercharged League. Un MOBA. Override 2. Super Mech League. Especial crossover. Un crossover especial en septiembre. Había un 1. Creo que yo jugué el 1. ¿No es de Sega este juego?
All right, guys, we're back officially into hour 2. We've got an hour more of great stuff to show you. Destiny 2, Beyond Light, Stasis, you're going to see a brand new look at that. Fall Guys Season 2 and Ratchet and Clank for PlayStation 5 and so much more across the next hour.
Fall Guys.
Opening Night Live continues, and it just is the start of Gamescom 2020. But right now, on September 25th, Mafia Definitive Edition launches, a comprehensive, built-from-the-ground-up remake of the original Mafia. Tonight, we've got the exclusive debut of the next trailer called A Life of Reward Too Big to Ignore, which deals with Tom's induction into the Salieri crime family. Check this out.
Buen Charlie. Ahí, Mighty Points a la gente que está ahí en el chat por aguantar una hora de esto y a Jeff Keighley.
All these guys in this room, they're here because they have the only thing that matters to me. The only thing that should matter to any of us. You know what that is, Tommy?
Sí, Fall Guys viene en esta hora.
That's right.
Sí, viene recordándonos lo de Fall Guys a cada rato para que no nos vayamos. Te apuesto que hace lo último.
Teach these boys a lesson.
Se parece a... sí. No sé cómo pronunciar Noir. La Noir.
I'm trying to teach you the ropes, so you don't get strangled by them.
Now you stay straight with me, you're gonna be living the high life.
Noah.
You abuse my
La Noah.
Don Salieri.
Gracias ahí, Fedo.
Okay then. Welcome to the family.
Sí, hace rato que está hablando de un Fall Guys de celular en China. Pero es como la copia, ¿no? Como el plagio. Wow.
Next, we're going to introduce you to a turn-based multiplayer strategy FPS from a team in Montreal, Canada. Lemnis Gate is coming in early 2021 and has a unique mechanic built around a 25-second time loop. Check this out.
Take your turn. estudio tu oponente. Un juego MOBA que... o un hero shooter que juega con el tiempo. Cambia el pasado para modificar el futuro. El multiplayer, eso debe ser muy loco, muy caótico, ¿no?
Next spring, get ready to experience memorable moments and non-stop action from all 9 Star Wars films in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. The entire series has been reimagined with new fun-filled LEGO humor, and now we've got your first look at the gameplay trailer.
LEGO Star Wars. ¿Cuántos Legos Star Wars ya existen?
Become a Jedi like my father.
The Force is unusually strong with him. That much is clear. Twisted by the dark side, young Skywalker has become
Darth Vader.
You're my only hope.
That boy is our last hope.
No, there is another.
¿Qué? Oh, ¿qué onda?
I'm from the Resistance. Your sister Leia sent me. We need your help.
Creo que esto va a ser mejor que ver las películas. ¿Qué significa el sable amarillo? A long time ago. ¡Ay, la música! Pam, 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 pam. Pam, 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 pam.
Him, the Falcon.
¿Toda la saga? Todos los juegos de... ¡Wow! Todos los juegos... ¿Qué? Un Yoda joven. ¡Wow! Todos los juegos de Star Wars. Bueno, no creo que sea todos los juegos de Star Wars. Debe ser como... todo en un solo juego.
Like my father before me. So be it. Jedi.
Le está tirando rayitos. Tan, 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 tan. Dios, ¿cuántos juegos de Star Wars ya han anunciado solo aquí? Hay demasiados. Es la vaca de Disney.
Man, LEGO Star Wars looks so fun, coming to next gen as well. All right, we'll be right back with more world premieres from huge new games like Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, Medal of Honor, Above and Beyond, and Destiny 2. But before that, here's a look at a game that is launching tonight on Nintendo Switch and Steam. It's called Struggling from Frontier, a fun physics-based platformer where up to 2 players control Troy, our fleshy hero. Check this out, and remember, you can play this tonight.
¿Qué es esto? Struggling. ¿Por qué es esto como muy Ricky Morty? ¿Cómo se llaman esto? Los necro... no. Crono... ¿Cómo se llaman estos bichos de Ricky Morty? Cronenberg. Que creo que también es el apellido de un director de cine que hizo La Cosa. Se ve horrible. You will struggle. Struggling. Red Bull te da alas. Piratas. Cierra la vista. Empires of the Past. Oh, Age of Empire, algo más. ¿Este es el 2? ¿O no? No. Este es Age of Empire remake de verdad bien hecho. ¿En 3D? Tiene que... No, por favor que no sea un Civilization de nuevo. Tiene pinta de Age of Empire. Oh, el Age 3 de Inca. Tiene pinta de todo de los suizos. Historical Battles. El arte de la guerra. Oh, el Age of Empire era súper adictivo, era muy adictivo. Pero la cosa que me gustaba a mí era construir casitas y cosas, no era muy malo. Me eliminaban en un minuto en Age of Empire. Me hacían puro rush de towers y no duraba nada. ¿Estados Unidos? ¿Qué? Age of Empire. ¿O no? ¿Qué? Pero está súper malo. Hacer un ejército de wololos. Wololos. Un pelado, ¿no? Oye, pero ¿en qué número deberían ir en el Age of Empire? ¿El 2? El último que jugué. El 3 no existía, pero salió del Mythology. No sé si el 3, la numeración es el 3, ¿correcta? Tranquilo, Luis, tranquilo. El 3 sí existe. ¿Es un remake? El 3 fue un poco criticado. Yo no pasé entonces del 2. El 2 lo encontré muy bueno, muy bueno. Tenía 1 millón de expansión y todo. No, lo encontré genial. Y el 3 creo que nunca lo jugué. Los incas traerán a Cusco.
I gotta say, the game that I've given the most hours to, that I love going back to, is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I have to say, since Origins came out, this new reboot of Assassin's Creed, so to speak, that was my first time getting into
¿Cómo? El 3 existió, pero salieron tantas versiones entre el 2 y el 3, hasta uno de Star Wars. ¿Qué? Aquí, como diríamos en Chile, se chacrió. Hay gente que esté ahí en el chat que me ayude, por favor, a traducir cómo se puede traducir chacrear en el término chilensis al resto del mundo.
I haven't put down Animal Crossing since I downloaded it. I find the daily repetitive rhythm so soothing and predictable. Although much
¿Echar a perder? Es que es un poco más complejo que eso. Es como...
Up next, we have the award for Best Microsoft Xbox.
O sea, sí, echar a perder, pero es como más...
Tell me why. Congratulations to Don't Nod Entertainment. Well, after a big day of Gamescom events and announcements, you'll be happy to know that IGN is going to help you digest all that.
¿De verdad, Insomnio? Nunca he escuchado el término chacrear.
You can get all the daily highlights in a late night show experience from gamers for gamers. Back to you, Jeff.
Thank you very much, Sid. And by the way, congratulations to
Le di
Don
la
for
no.
Tell Me Why, a really important game that is out now that you can play on Xbox and Game Pass. And as we know, there's a lot going on in the world, and that goes beyond the pandemic. Between social conflicts we're seeing in the news and acts of nature, we can see how vulnerable we as people can sometimes be. And now I think it's as important time as ever to
Yo diría que
remember
chacrear
to
es
come
como
together and support one another. We are a global
hacer algo menos serio
millions of people watching tonight.
y echarlo a perder.
We're all here because we love games and we know that games
Echar a perder algo por ponerlo menos serio.
I think we've all felt that in 2020.
Menos, como tener algo de calidad y de evaluarlo así, no sé, a ver.
All right, well, one way as a community we can come together to do some good is the Gamescom.
A ver qué ejemplo puedo dar internacional.
Has launched a reforestation project by planting a Gamescom forest together with the community. Gamers worldwide can go to gamescom.global and donate to plant more trees.
Echar a perder algo.
A forest together. All right, well, now we're going to move on to another game, and this one was announced back in May. Chorus is a dark space combat shooter where players take control of Nara on a quest to destroy the dark cult that created her, featuring rich, ray-traced 4K 60 FPS environments on next-gen hardware.
Mi abuelita usaba el término chacrear.
First look at gameplay from
que viene de la chacra. Y creo que la chacra es como un lugar así como medio jardín. Como el huerto, una cosa así. Y está todo desordenado. Gamers Unite. Hoy este juego se ve muy bien. Póngale Star Fox en el nombre, por favor. Become a living weapon. Me encantaría que fuera Star Fox. Pero parece que no es en real, es como 360.
How many crowns have you won? If one game has defined the summer of 2020, it absolutely is Fall Guys from Mediatonic in London and Devolver. This
Aquí viene Fall Guys, ya viene Fall Guys.
Records and putting a much-needed smile on everyone's face. Fall Guys, I think, represents our industry at its absolute best. Well, soon the Fall Guys experience will evolve with Season 2. There's a lot of new stuff coming.
Aumentó el hype, pero de manera explosiva en el chat.
An exclusive sneak peek at what's next. Get ready. I think the internet is about to freak
maldito
out.
trailer,
Here it
maldición.
is, Fall Guys Season 2.
Hey, I'm Joe. I'm the lead game designer on Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, and I just want to reach out and say
Lead
thank you so much
designer.
for playing and enjoying the game.
Este loco todavía está en el colegio.
We've been looking at all the fan arts, the memes, and the montages that people have been posting online, and the response to the game has really blown us away. Today, we just wanted to give everyone their first sneak peek at the rounds and the costumes that they can be enjoying as part of Fall Guys Season 2.
Está muy divertido este juego. Debería jugarlo un día en YouTube. Y por cierto, estoy jugando todo esto en Twitch. La gente me ha preguntado sobre este juego y lo estoy jugando en Twitch. También Fortnite. Oh. Es temático, ahora medieval. Ay no, hay que escalar ahora. Oh, vikingos, mago, dragón. Vikinga. Caballero. Wow, es temático, qué genial. Me interesa el vikingo y el dragón.
Enjoyed the sneak peek of Fall Guys Season 2. We're still adding the finishing touches to development, but if you want to stay up to date, then at Fall Guys Game on Twitter is where you want to be. See you on the start line.
Fall Guys Season 2 Sneak peek. Estuvo bien, estuvo bien.
My father has Colorado in the palm of his hand.
Era ahora.
And he's afraid to close his fist.
Solo se demoró media hora el rey Dorito mostrarlo. 40 minutos en verdad. Wow, copyright. La. ¿Cuál es este juego? ¿El XCOM? ¿Wasteland? Ah, sí, tiene más pinta de Wasteland. Ella se parece a un héroe de WoW. El líder humano. Give us liberty. Te perdiste lo de Fall Guys, Snack. ¿Qué acaba de pasar?
And I'll pretend none of this happened. Stay, and you die alone.
Wasteland 3. The end has just begun.
I really haven't found any new appreciation for gaming
Y dale.
because my
Hay que repetir este mensaje a cada rato.
before couldn't be higher.
Com certeza, jogos multiplayer preenchem completamente a conexão social.
Que hay que alargar esto lo máximo que se pueda. Hay que alargar el chicle tanto.
E é o mais próximo que a gente pode ter.
Y este loco ha salido en todo. O sea, no tengo idea quién es. Sí, lo siento, pero es que ya está bien una vez tratar de alegrar a la gente con mensajes positivos de los juegos, qué sé yo, pero han salido en como 8 veces. Ya es demasiado. Y lo peor es que me cuesta conectar con ellos porque no tengo idea quiénes son. Podrían poner a alguien, no sé, más conocido. Pero bueno. Esto es muy típico de Jeff Keighley. Rellenar hasta por la oreja.
You know, play is a natural instinct, and from Animal Crossing to The Last of Us Part 2 or
Foquita sin presupuesto.
it's definitely an incredible time now.
El auto comercial. Te apuesto que nadie usa ese hashtag.
I'm Vince Sampella, head of Respawn Entertainment. When we set out to create Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, we knew we wanted to bring the series back to its roots. The Medal of Honor franchise is known for its powerful and exciting single-player stories that put the player in the boots of a soldier who was there. It's a series that is grounded in history, which tells emotionally authentic stories. Peter Hirschman, who directed the original Medal of Honor in 1999, is back at the helm of this project. You'll hear more from him in just a bit. Peter and I actually worked together on Medal of Honor Allied Assault in 2002, and I'm really happy he's joined us at Respawn to craft a completely new experience in VR. The team is creating a riveting and emotional journey through World War II like you've never seen or played. It weaves in the personal stories of the veterans and survivors of the war through powerful interviews that help set the stage for what players will experience. It's more than just a game.
De Electronic Arts,
could not
¿no?
be more
O de
excited to
Ubisoft,
show
estoy
the world
confundido.
the next look at Medal of Honor Above and Beyond and the game's action-packed story. Let's take a look.
Era la pelea entre Activision y Ubisoft, creo. Cuando empezaron los shooters. ¿De Electronic Arts? Electronic Arts. No. Crimson ataca.
First time some of you will see combat. I know you're scared. Let me be clear with all of you.
Electronic Arts tenía a Steven Spielberg haciendo este juego. En su momento.
Welcome to France, gentlemen.
Tenía una narrativa súper interesante. Hasta que se echa, creo.
Something big is happening inside Gestapo
Hasta que lo alargaron mucho y lo sobreexplotaron.
We're gonna have to improvise here.
Sí, parece que es VR. Veo unos brazos colgando ahí.
Members of the resistance are perhaps
Remember,
the
remember.
bravest people fighting in this war. But you really should stop.
Una granada,
There
wow.
is no future in it.
Sorry to interrupt, Lieutenant.
Estas fiestas. Oye, pero lo triste es que Call of Duty supo evolucionar. En algún sentido, ¿ok? No digo que sea un juego perfecto, pero Call of Duty supo evolucionar a otra cosa que fuera más allá de los nazis. Y Medal of Honor como que se quedó ahí entrampado forever. O sea, no salieron nunca más de ahí.
There are things and people I'm willing to sacrifice myself for.
Remember, 5 of November. Así mismo, Snack. Yo no sé la referencia.
This motley crew has been tasked with saving civilization. God help us all.
Uy, Oculus Rift. Siguen dando ahí dando vueltas. Parece que Facebook lo canceló.
Thank you so much, Vince. That looks incredible. And now we're here with Respawn Entertainment's Peter Hirschman, game director on Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, to talk more about their new VR experience. Peter, I gotta say, the trailer really grabbed me. Such an incredible story that you're telling to. Tell us a bit about this single-player experience. What can we expect?
¿No lo canceló? ¿Lo renombró?
Jeff, thank you for having us on the show. I'm representing a whole
Yo ya sabía que lo había cancelado. Que no iban a tener más actualizaciones. Que es básicamente cancelarlo.
Going back to its roots was always about putting the player in the boots of a soldier fighting in World War II.
Jack Black.
And with VR, we're able to do that in almost a literal way. It's definitely the most immersive combat experience I've ever been able to work on. And the story follows you as a player being recruited into
Pero no sé si es como
strategic services, commonly known as
como que de Medal of Honor pasaron a Battlefield, porque era el primer Battlefield se llama Bad Company Battlefield, ¿no? A ver, puedo buscar.
And they're known by a different set of initials.
El primero era como legendario.
But during World War II, they sent operatives all over Europe, deep behind enemy lines, and that allows us to tell a story where you get to go to these places and locations and participate in events that really help.
Sí, el Bad Company, el primer Battlefield. Como otra cosa. Y aún así, el Bad Company también se echa a perder.
Tell us a bit about how you're using that to tell the story. It seems like it's all kind of through a first-person perspective, but there are some story sequences. How do you tell the story?
Oh, well, we shot over 120 pages of narrative, which is more than some feature films. We had a huge international cast of phenomenal actors. And it was fantastic. And the story follows a classic three-act structure.
Respawn.
Act 1 is working with the French
con todas las cosas de Star Wars, ¿no?
For the invasion. Act 2 is D-Day itself and the fight to get to Berlin. And then the
Será complicado tener una barba tan larga.
Nazi secret weapon program, which involve things like the 262 jet and the V2 rocket.
Creo que tener barba es muy poco práctico. Pero el escape si te estás quedando pelado.
So you get to go on this journey, this story, and the story is shot all from your perspective because it's VR. Your head is the camera. We don't have cutscenes. We don't have edits. Everything revolves around your perspective. So you experience this story completely in first person, as if you are there. So it creates a much more intimate and emotional connection with the characters and the things going on around you. It was an incredible way to shoot. One of our animators stood in for the player throughout the 3 weeks that we were on stage. And all the actors are always reacting and talking to you directly.
Es un estando.
A powerful thing. It's all
La barba es el stand.
Emotional connection, and it just makes the experience all the more authentic.
Well, you and Vince, I know this series is really close to your heart, and
Santa Claus si fuese más joven y hipster.
There's so much there to experience. It looks really rich and detailed, obviously authentic as well. Paying tribute to everyone that was involved in the war. I wanted to ask you also about multiplayer, which is something that Respawn is really known for, and you've had a great single player experience. But I hear you might also be doing MP too.
Oh, well, Yeah, I mean, the thing about VR is that, you know, I've spent I mean, we've known each other a long time. You know, so much of your career trying to
Sí.
natural human movements to a
Red
to a
Crimson.
control
No, ¿cómo se
game, just figuring out
Emperor
like,
Crimson haciendo de la
good,
suya.
and one of the
Está
hardest
por terminar.
ones is leaning.
Nos quedan como
VR,
10, 20 minutos.
You just duck, and how
La
you lean in
foquipapa.
VR, you just lean, and so the ability to lean around a corner, just kind of peek around the corner and see where the bad guy is just it heightens the tension so much. It makes it feel all the more real. And when you put that into a multiplayer experience, it just raises it to a whole nother level. So we are shipping, in addition to the campaign, we are shipping a full suite of VR modes, including a few that you can only do in VR. And we're really excited about people playing those, you know, after it comes out.
Wow, well, definitely a full-blown VR experience. I gotta say, I'm really excited to put the headset on and try this, and it's coming out later this year, right?
Coming out holiday, so yeah, fasten your seatbelts. We are so excited to bring it to players. We've been working on it a long time. Like you mentioned, it's a passion project for Vince and I.
Es la foquipapa.
It's a wonderful full circle experience for a lot of us that started our careers working on those original set, going back first one and Allied Assault, and now to be able to bring Above and Beyond to a whole new generation is one of the most exciting things we've been involved with.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Peter. Opening Night Live will be right back, and in the meantime, here's a look at a new game that is launching tonight.
Un juego que se lanza esta noche. ¿Qué juego será?
The world was broken. Fractured by the magic the Vow Keepers said they would protect us from.
La foquipapa.
Spellstorms still rage across the ruins of the Hollowlands. This is proof, they said. It isn't safe.
¿Qué es esto?
It can't be controlled. Magic cannot be used.
Magic. No sé por qué pienso que es LOL, pero no es LOL. ¿Qué es lo que es esto? No, ni idea de lo que es. ¿Spellbreaker?
But I am a battle mage.
Sí, verdad. Está dentro de lo que tienen que anunciar. Sí, tiene que ser Spellbreaker.
I have broken my vow. And now I fight.
El MOBA de magos.
To break free.
Ah, qué buena música. Go, go, Power Rangers. Oh. ¿Pero se verá así en el juego? No creo. Too much cinemática, no creo. Hype, alguien está spameando hype aquí. Ahora, ahí sí, a este gameplay, por fin. Qué buena música. Pero es mega copyright, así que no. Si la música del juego así, quizá me lo descargue. Spellbreaker. Se lanza este 3 de septiembre. Se lanza. Mezclé ahí launch con lanzar. Mi Spanglish. Tranquilo, Seba, tranquilo. Game Pass. Oye, este juego dicen que está como quemando computadores. Bueno, oye, ese no era Ori. Era Ori. Ori 2. Muy buen juego. Destiny. Darksiders, creo que estaba ahí también. Espera, música, copyright. Ah, que me ataque el copyright. Age of Empire, eso. Grounded. Subámonos a la lancha, Mighty. El cable básico. No, no. Oh, y Discord Nitro. What? ¿Qué tiene que ver Discord Nitro aquí? Ataca la... Ataca el stand. PC, celular, todo. Día 1 perks. Ori. Hoy jugar Ori desde celular tiene que estar difícil. Wow, tu primer mes a $1. O sea, hay que crearse varias cuentas.
So many great games in Xbox Game Pass, and many of tonight's games are in it as well. Every year at Gamescom, we like to highlight some incredible games made in Germany. And tonight, we have a special announcement about one of the most legendary German games of all time, created by Factor 5. Enjoy.
Yosu Koshiro Ancient.
Factor 5 was so far ahead of the curve, and each of their games pushed game technology as far as possible. I'd say they're one of the greatest indie developers of all time.
Oh, ¿qué es esto? ¿Por qué suena con tanta esperanza? Ah, Turrican, ya había anunciado esto. Y le voy a mostrar aquí. Turrican. Metroid 5. Se hace bolita igual que Samus.
It defined my career and the fans have been there ever since. To this day, it's one of my proudest works.
Welcome back! Turrican. Buena música. Factor 5. Qué poquito duró. Qué poquito duró.
In June, Bungie revealed a
Más
new
cariño ese
era of
tráiler.
Destiny 2 that starts on November 10th with Beyond Light. For the first time ever, Guardians will add a new elemental power to their arsenal, the dark power of Stasis. With Stasis, players will take on the powers of darkness to control and dominate the
No
battle.
mostraron nada,
Here's
Alphon.
an all-new look at Stasis from Destiny 2, Beyond Light.
Yo me equivoco entre Factor 5 y Level 5. No. Me pierdo mucho. ¿Cuál es cuál? Así que Hugo, no sé a qué se refieren ahí.
We need only look inward. Focus your power. Let it grow. Our fight is far from over.
Maya le gusta Destiny. Beyond of Light. Nueva subclase dicen aquí. ¿Dónde conviene más jugar Destiny? ¿En PC o en consola? Teniendo en consideración la optimización y todo. ¿Se puede jugar bien en consola de Destiny? ¿O lo más seguro hice por PC? ¿PC? Que juego así que tienen actualización y actualización y actualización. En PC, si no estás en cierto tipo de gama, como que cuesta... Como que va costando cada vez más. En PC, vale, ya está súper claro. Jugar esto en PC. Fred pregunta cómo puede seguir vivo Destiny. Es que arreglaron muchas cosas y no me acuerdo de qué actualización, que a nadie le gustó, y luego la supieron arreglar bien. Y luego cuando se distanciaron de Activision, parece que las cosas siguieron mejorando. Winner. Pero si este juego ni ha salido.
Of course, there are even more awards than the ones I announced tonight. So check out the Gamescom Awards user voting, where you can vote for your favorite streamer, Gamescom's Most Wanted, and Best of Gamescom. The winners will be revealed at Gamescom Best of Show, along with cool cosplays.
No, ahí se pasaron.
So tune in on Sunday, August 30th at 8 p.m. Central European Time.
No hay criterio en Jeff Keighley, de verdad. No hay criterio. Si hago un video de los Games Awards de este año, voy a poner esta parte aquí porque se pasaron. Un juego que ni ha salido.
Thank you very much.
Oh, el multiverso. Jeff Keighley va a estar en el multiverso podcast. Está confirmadísimo con ese fondo.
How will it be different? What is that generational difference? Well, back in June, we saw an announcement of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart from Insomniac Games, a title which uses the power of PlayStation 5, the SSD hard drive, and the DualSense controller to create an experience that Insomniac says is only possible on brand new hardware. Well, now it's time for you to decide if you see the difference. Here's a extended, uninterrupted demo of live PlayStation 5 gameplay of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Enjoy.
Enjoy. Insomniac Games. No. Si es parte de la publicidad de Ratchet and Clank, no tiene nada que ver en multiverso ahí.
We're back. And not far from where we last saw. We may still have time to put a stop to this.
Vi un poquito de entrevista esto al principio en el pre-show.
Oh dear.
Y estaban súper contentos de la transición de escenarios tan rápido en PS5. Yo creo que eso es lo que más se disfruta de este juego. Cómo cambia todo tan rápido. Yo creo que por este juego me podría comprar una PS5. Como que le han puesto harto cariño a cómo se ve. Quizás no es tan hiperrealista ni nada, no lo necesita, pero si me dicen que este juego se puede jugar sin carga de loading y con mapas muy grandes, a los Breath of the Wild, sería interesante verlo. ¿El Ratchet de PS4 también es bueno? Podría probar primero el 4. O sea, el de PS4. Eso sí, tengo unas pequeñas pegas con el diseño de Ratchet. ¿Qué es lo que es él? ¿Tiene oreja o no? Porque no tiene como por dónde escuchar. Es como que fueran cachos. No son orejas. ¿Qué es lo que tiene en la cabeza? ¡Ay, no! Alguien será destruido y despedido en la Gamescom. No renderizó bien y no revisó el archivo. Esto no es culpa mía, esto viene directo del stream.
That was rather exciting.
Ah, y la mejor parte. Se ve muy bien. Aunque una cosa es que se vea bien, la otra cosa es el gameplay. Que en realidad no... Creo que los teleports, los portales son como la parte como nueva, así como de gameplay de esto, ¿no? Crear un gameplay alocado en teletransportación.
This is worse than I had imagined.
Everyone look! It's Ratchet and Clank!
Sand sharks from above.
My heroes. ¿Y cuánto durará este juego? ¿Puede ser un juego breve? ¿Intenso pero corto?
I will never get used to that.
Hey, at least we're on the same planet this time. Nefarious is on the other side of that building. Let's get moving before he does anything else to break reality.
Uy, cómo se corta la... ¡Wow! ¡Qué loco fue eso! ¡Qué loco fue eso! El teleport espacial.
Yeah, I kind of wish he was doing a worse job.
He must have more planned than he is telling us.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Uy. No, qué loco eso. ¿Qué? Impresionante, ¿eh? Esa parte del cambio de escenario es impresionante. Va saltando de un lugar a otro el mismo mapa. Necesito una PS5 para comprarlo y jugarlo. Pero aún no sé. Creo que partiría comprándome una Xbox X Series y luego me voy por la PS5. Por lo menos aquí en Chile, si hay alguna falla en el producto, creo que me responden mejor Microsoft que Sony. Su Nintendo Pro primero. Wow, qué loco esto. ¿Y qué juego jugarás en Microsoft cuando la compres? Bueno, ese es el tema. Que hay que conocer mejor el catálogo. Igual me podría jugar un Gears of War de nuevo. Que siento que después del 3 ya como que ya me dejó de interesar.
Ratchet, we are too late. Ratchet? Who?
Cambiaron de dimensión. PlayStation. La waifu.
There you have it, Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, and now I am
El
joined by Marcus
multiverso.
Smith and Mike Daly from Insomniac Games. Guys, it was so great to see that long, uninterrupted of Rift Apart, and I have so many
Vamos a
questions.
poner aquí esto aquí porque es señal de gente que está jugando con el tiempo.
Let me ask you first, Mark, what are you able to do with Rift Apart that you haven't been able to do before in a Ratchet game because of the power of PS5?
I mean, first and foremost, it's just pure horsepower enables us to fill our worlds with the kind of density and life that we've never been able before.
El tiempo está saltando.
So is the dimensional shifting that we have going on, which uses the SSD that allows us to fling the player from planet to planet to planet, lightning fast, like in way faster than anything we've ever been able to do before.
Yeah, the Rift Tether, that in demo, we had seen some of that in the trailer. So that's all actual gameplay. Mike, I'm curious, like how does that work as you kind of play through the game? Are there certain moments and levels where you can jump, or how do you play through that?
In the game, there is dimensional damage.
Qué mala forma, ¿no? Esto es muy mala idea. Jeff. Pero es que nadie te banca 2 horas de y terminar esto con una entrevista es muy mala idea. Que nadie se lo banca. Muy mala idea.
Warp across the world to find new places to discover or gain a tactical advantage.
Y pequeño aporte, saludos Mighty, muchas gracias Fedo, muchas gracias por los bits.
Jumping from multiple worlds at instantaneously almost, and it sounds like there's no load screens throughout the entire game.
That's right. We're going seamless.
That's right. Yep.
Wow, all right. You bite so confident, both of you say it. I like it.
Te perdiste todo.
Let me ask you about DualSense. That's something that is a big part of PS5. I've had a chance to hands on with the controller with the adaptive triggers and the haptics.
Ay, sigue siendo de la suya.
To sort of impact the gameplay of
El señor del lag.
So every Ratchet and Clank game is a powerful arsenal of weapons that just exude a ton of personality. And the DualSense is sort of like, it feels like it was made for Ratchet and Clank just because
DualSense
the haptics give us a whole new layer for the weapons to express themselves. So for example, your burst pistol, of course it gives you like a satisfying kick with every bullet. But when you throw the shatter bomb, you can actually feel the energy pulsing off the grenade fade away as it gets further apart from you. Basically, the haptics are expressive.
El sensor áptico, ¿no?
Weapon feels different, and you can tell what you're holding.
Dice que cuando lanzas una granada, sientes cómo se va la granada de tus manos y se va alejando de ti.
We can actually use that as a super intuitive way to add alternate functions to the weapons. So in the demo, we've got the Enforcer, which is a double shotgun. You can pull the trigger way down until you hit resistance to fire a single barrel. And then whenever you feel like it's the right time, pull it the rest of the way for a double shot. So you might be swarmed by a bunch of little enemies. You only want to waste one shot on them. And then wait a minute for even more to swarm in before finishing them off. But a big guy, you probably want to just give both barrels to right away. So there's a nice intuitive way of basically raising the skill ceiling and giving you more ways better.
Wow, no, I'm excited to see how you guys are going to roll that out across what I'm sure are an insane, group of weapons as always. Plus, Marcus, tell us a bit about this game. I think some fans have wondered, does this tie into the movie plot line, the game plot line, like how it would tell us in the Ratchet verse where this sits.
Well, canonically, this is an extension of Ratchet and Clank into the Nexus, the 2013 game. But standalone adventure. So it's one that
es una extensión del anterior juego, pero es un standalone.
You'll understand it, and you'll. For hardcore fans, we have a lot of nods. You're gonna see a lot of returning characters and planets, and all through a whole new light of multiple dimensionality.
Yeah, no, this Rift Tether thing I think looks really exciting. And how often, like, is that something we saw in the demo? Is that something you're going to see like frequently in the game? Are there special moments? Like, I guess I'm curious, like how often you use that technique for gameplay.
Ay, qué aburrido. Paren con esto.
So the Rift Tether has created
que nadie se banca esto después de 2 horas.
All throughout the galaxy. You'll encounter those pretty. There's even a few more types of dimensional damage you'll encounter that we haven't shown yet.
Me aburrí. Me revelo.
Being pulled between worlds, that's localized to
es hora de sacar mi arma secreta.
Dr. Nefarious in the demo. And that's sort of reserved for
moments
when you really have to when the dimensional damage really tears wide open.
Well, I gotta say, it's incredible. And then at the end, we got another tease of this female Lombax. I know you guys have confirmed she is playable in parts of the game. I think everyone wants to know, though, do we have a name for her?
I mean, the world is more interesting with mysteries, and we're going to have to keep this one a little.
Do we get a number of letters in her name or anything?
Too many smart people on the internet. They'll figure it out right away.
She's not named Abby, though, right? All right, well, we'll have to wait and see what you guys have in store for us. I got to say, I mean, it looks incredible. The Ratchet games are always so much fun. And as you said, of the power of SSD and the DualSense all coming together, it looks really exciting. Before we go, though, I think everyone around the world wants to know when we're going to get to play this game. Anything you can share with us on where you're at in development right now?
Mike?
Mike?
So Ratchet is coming out in the PS5 launch window. So we haven't announced a specific release date yet, so stay tuned for that.
What kind of window? Is it big window? So no, I'm just kidding. All right, that's all we're gonna get, I'm sure. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart coming in the launch window for PlayStation 5. I gotta say, Insomniac, we're so excited what you guys are doing across PlayStation, and the game looks incredible.
Quemar el
So
bosque
thank you so much
entero.
for all you've done, and we look forward to more of Rift Apart soon.
Thanks, Jeff. Take care.
All right, Marcus and Mike from Insomniac, thanks for showing us that first look at Ratchet & Clank PlayStation 5, and that's going to do it for opening night. Thank you so much for watching from around the world, and make sure to stay tuned all weekend for more live Gamescom coverage at gamescom.global.
Toda la semana con transmisiones de esto.
This year for the Game Awards 2020, our team is hard at work to build a very special live show for you coming in December. We'll see you then. Good night.
Eres tan aburrido, Jeff, loco. Era totalmente innecesario que estuviera ahí. Oh. Bueno, terminamos. ¿Le gustó? Vamos a dejar esto aquí sin sonido. No, con sonido, a ver. ¡Ah, no! Salté el video. A ver, ahí. Ahí sí. Oh, hay algo más. Porque claro, no puede ser... Es que Jeff... Ese robot no te está ayudando.
Night live post show. I'm your host Damon Hatfield.
Post
Before we get started,
show.
just a reminder to head to
Déjame asegurarme de bajarte el volumen.
Global to see all the newest games content, check out the full schedule so you don't miss a thing, and sign up for an account to personalize your
Bueno,
Gamescom experience.
¿qué les pareció?
Also check out all the streams,
Vamos a ver el contador de hype y mes.
Twitch and YouTube, and stay in touch via TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Joining me now to discuss everything.
Llegamos al final de esto. Y vamos a ver el contador de hype y mes. Porque, Dios, qué poquito hype hubo. 107 hype en Twitch versus 47 mes y 38 WTFs. En hype, 78 hype, 111 mes y 43 WTF. Tuvo sus momentos, porque fue muy largo. ¿Cuál es la idea de hacer eventos tan largos, y llenarlo con entrevistas y con... ¿Qué es lo que más me gusta de los videojuegos? ¿No sería mejor hacerlo corto y repetirlo varias veces en el mismo día? O en la semana incluso, pero no alargarlo. Que no sé, yo creo que están quemando aquí a la gente con estas transmisiones. Y lo peor es que no hay cómo salvarlo. La gente que transmite esto no puede verlo bien, es muy largo, es muy latero. Pero bueno, hay cosas aquí rescatables, pero es que uno queda cansado, ¿no? Al final no me voy con la idea así como que vi un gran evento, sino como que hice una maratón de eventos. Gameplay, sí, gameplay. Gameplay de Ratchet. Ya vimos gameplay. El gameplay se ve sólido, se ve bonito. Me gusta cómo se ve este juego. Pero el tema es eso, como para comprarse la consola solamente por este juego, tendría que ver qué más va a saltar en el futuro Sony y el precio. Ese mismo gameplay, el mismo gameplay. Comentarios finales de la gente aquí para irnos. Vamos a leer un par de comentarios y luego nos vamos. Y les recuerdo que tengo canal de Twitch, Patreon, y se pueden suscribir al canal con la membresía deliciosa. ¿Qué opinas de la polémica de Cuties? Wow, no conozco ideas. No he escuchado esa polémica Cuties. A ver, ¿qué es esto? ¿Quién es Cuties? Hay una serie en Netflix, no tengo idea. Ni idea qué pasa ahí en Netflix, prefiero no enterarme. Yo vine por el Fall Guys, sí. Pero duró muy poco, o sea, 2 horas para ver Fall Guys durante 1 minuto. Decepcionante. Recuerdo que Jim Ryan dijo que los juegos que salgan en PC5 también saldrán en PC, lo cual es bueno. Wow. Wow. Sí. La mayoría casi se hizo caer dormido. Sí, fue muy largo. Hubo algunos trailers raros como de 1 segundo. Sí, el trailer de Godfall duró como 2 segundos y no se entendió nada. Fue muy estúpido y fue muy extraño. Yo creo que fue un problema del que renderizó el trailer y como que se le perdió todo. Pero que fue muy extraño, duró como 2 segundos. 2 segundos, pobre... No, qué extraño fue eso. Bueno, yo estoy muerto de hambre. Me voy a ir a comer, no he almorzado. Son las 4 de la tarde, Dios mío. Así que muchas gracias por acompañarme, gente. Muchas gracias por preferirme para... No sé, entre disfrutar y soportar esto. Espero que les haya parecido bien esto. Que les hayan pasado bien. En compañía aquí con toda la gente del chat. A pesar que el evento quizá no estuvo tan bullante. Se pasó bien, se pasó rápido. No se pasó rápido, pero fue más divertido que verlo solo. Así que nada, muchas gracias por estar aquí. Cuídense mucho y quizás transmita en YouTube Fall Guys o la primera temporada, bueno, el inicio de temporada de Fortnite en YouTube. Quizá la pensaré. Así que nada, cuídense. Nos vemos. Adiós. Y Charlie, Mighty Points para todos. Charlie, Mighty Points para todos. Muy bien. Buen bot. Na 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 na.